Welcome back to Unpacked with Ethan and Reese.
And today, we're going to be talking about something very near and dear to my heart.
What are
Today,
we talking about?
we're going to be talking about driving.
Now, I'd like to just throw this out there,
Throw it out there.
just so that everybody knows.
Yes.
This is our second time filming this week's episode.
Oh my God, it is.
The first one, the file didn't save. So now there's I think our second ever lost episode.
What happened to the 1st
Didn't
one?
we have one before?
Oh yeah, it didn't record on the phone.
Yeah. So this is our second lost episode. So there are 2 episodes that nobody's ever going to see. I just wanted to throw that out there so all of you know.
That's
all
a
of you
good
at home
point.
know that there's 2 hours worth of us talking.
That
And
you guys actually that are recorded. There's probably millions of hours of us talking that are unrecorded.
probably.
There are. I'm going to turn on Do Not Disturb so nobody yells at me.
Also, that's actually a really good point.
That we talk to each other outside of the podcast.
That's why it could be so much more entertaining if we didn't share all of our good stories with each other off camera. Because I don't know if you guys knew this, but Reese and I, we spend quite a bit of time together. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we basically spend the whole day together.
Yeah, yesterday I think I saw you from 8 in the morning until about 10:30 at night.
Yeah. So there's a lot of time to talk about a lot of things. So by the time we come here, it's like, what else is there to say?
But I was thinking about this at work today. I was like, I think that my podcast is the best thing that I have in my life. And I was like, that's a little bit sad that this is the best thing I have. But I was like, it's so fun. I get to sit in a chair next to my friend and talk to him for an hour and then look at myself in the camera. What more could I ask for?
Honestly, nothing.
Literally nothing. Exactly. So I was like, yeah. And I like hearing your stories the second, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh time around. It's like, wow.
It's really good. We gotta pretend. There's always more detail added.
They're all like, guys, can I tell them what I found out in the lost episode?
Yeah.
He got expelled in 7th grade. He has told me that like his entire freaking like suspension history story probably like 6 or 7 times. Like that was like the first real story you ever told me. Do you remember that? We were sitting in the Holt and Hooker and you were like,
it was like a 2-hour long story.
It was that was like the first like in-depth conversation I think we had. But he failed to mention the fact that he got fucking expelled. So lost episode, he freaking drops the bomb on me that he was actually expelled in 7th grade, never finished the year. Miraculously was allowed to continue 8th grade. Like, what the fuck? That shouldn't have been anyways, this doesn't matter. But anyways,
today we're talking about driving.
Yes. So I personally think I'm a fine driver. I think I'm a little jerky. What have people called it? Also, sorry in advance that my voice is going to be going in and out.
Would you say?
No. Also, the thing is, I think that it seems that I'm so heavy. Do I drive bad when I drive your car? Or do you think it's better?
I don't think I notice it in my car.
Exactly. I think it's because my brake is so fucking touchy. Because when I'm in your car, I have to like slam my foot on your brake for it to stop. It's like, and I like it so much better.
My mom's car too, because both cars I've had might have been like really, you gotta actually press down.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's like those more like SUV type cars that you just tap the thing and
it's so touchy. And that's how I don't know, because I've driven like all my family members' cars and none of them are as touchy as mine. So I feel like my driving only seems so bad because I'm so touchy, but maybe I'm a bad driver. Also, I've never gotten into a crash except does a rear end count as a crash? If they rear-ended me, how is that my fault? They hit me. I was just going home.
Who are you arguing against?
I'm not.
Right now?
Sorry, I'm not arguing. I'm just voicing my opinion passionately.
Okay.
Because indifference is bad. Anyways, do you agree that, okay, so if I'm rear-ended, was it my fault?
No. Well, based on the story that I heard about it, it didn't seem to be your fault.
I was just going through the roundabout. And then she hit me and I went
rear-ended because you slammed on your brakes,
then yeah, sure.
But I think this one was not your fault.
Kennedy, if you're watching this, I'm sorry that you hit me. I really do feel bad. It was a terrible night for the both of us. Anyways.
I will say, I don't think you're the worst driver I've met.
Thanks.
I know somebody who is, in fact, about to turn 20 and still doesn't have her license.
Interesting.
And let me tell you a story about her.
Please do.
One time, we were pulling out of a parking lot.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to, but then I was like, you know what? Grace said she wants to learn how to drive.
We're name dropping, aren't we?
Oh.
Okay.
My roommate said she wants to learn how to drive.
This is incriminating.
Why?
Because, continue.
So I was like, I'm going to let her try to pull out of this parking spot. It was a straight shootout. I parked in the spot fairly straight. All she had to do was back it up. This bitch somehow managed to make my car go from my parking spot basically into another parking spot. And I'm like, Grace, you need to stop. Stop. She stops finally. We were connected to the car next to me. Damn. And I had to move so slowly to get it to not scrape the car.
Damn, so it didn't scrape the car?
It didn't, because I checked before we left.
That's good.
But I had to move so slow to get it off, because it was like...
stuck on? I know what you mean, where it's like glued together.
And I was like, okay, Grace is never driving my car
So you're saying
again.
The only person worse than me is somebody who's 20 and doesn't have their license?
That I know of, yes.
Damn.
Because I was planning on letting her, because she has her permit, right?
Yeah.
So she's allowed to drive.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
She just doesn't have her license. So this girl, sorry, Grace.
This girl?
Is fully...
I forgot about that.
Supposedly capable of driving. And she couldn't even pull out of the parking spot. I was planning on having her drive us home. And I was
why? Because she has her permit. I guess that's fair.
I was like,
they're giving their permits out to anybody these days, huh?
Yeah, good practice. It's like 2 a.m. There's not going to be anyone on the road.
Yeah.
And the road, we were like right around. It was like a 3-minute drive. Yeah. So I'm like, this will be good practice for her.
She can do it.
And then after she couldn't even get out of the parking spot, I'm like, Grace, I think I'm just going to drive us home.
So you did?
Yeah.
Do you think she'll ever learn?
To be honest, I'm not sure.
Okay. Oh.
It's really, like, I feel like it's harder to learn the older you get.
Really? That's true. I couldn't imagine learning how to drive right now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel
When did you learn? Did you learn before you went to driver's training?
I wouldn't say I learned. I think my mom took me once.
Did you?
And we drove around the like middle school next to my house's parking lot.
Did you know when you were younger that you had to manually turn your blinker?
What do you mean?
Like, you got to tell people what way you're turning manually.
Yeah, you thought the car knew?
I thought the car knew.
What the fuck?
I never knew you had to manually do it. You want to know when I found out?
When?
The day I started driving.
Are you serious? Yeah. How did you not know?
I just thought like you maybe turned your wheel slightly the direction you were going to turn, and then the blinker came on.
Damn.
And then while I was in driver's training, they were like, this is your blinker. And I was like, what the fuck is a blinker? And they were like, you have to like hit it. And I'm like, every time?
The hitting part is so fun. Do you use your blinker?
Yeah.
Good. I can't stand people who don't.
I think I use it a little too often, though.
I agree. People will yell at me because, like, I'll use it even in a parking lot, and people are like, you're being so unnecessary. You don't have to do it in a parking lot. And it's like, yeah, I do. Parking lot, if the person in front of me doesn't use it, then, like, okay, whatever. I won't get mad. But what really makes me upset is when they don't use it on the highway. That seems like the most crucial place where you need to use your blinker. Like, you are going to hit somebody.
I don't like it when I'm trying to turn out of a place. So, like, say I'm making a right-hand turn out, and somebody's going to turn on the road that I'm on. Yeah. So if they put their blinker on, I could easily see they're turning right. I can go out in front of them because they're going to slow down.
Yeah.
I hate it when people turn right and they don't turn their blinker on.
I agree.
You have to be some sort of spawn of the devil.
I agree. Like, you just wasted so much of my time because now
there's people behind you.
And now I have to wait for there to be another fucking opening. I agree with you. And I also had to wait for you to slow down, but now it's too late.
So, oh my God. for mine. I can't even get started with it. But
okay, you don't have to.
There's one method that I've developed. I don't know how many people. Well, there's two that I've done. I think they're both highly illegal.
Oh.
But
okay.
On a lot of red lights, there's always a gas station on one side of the light.
Yeah.
So if the light's red, I like to just turn into the gas station and then drive through and then turn so I don't have to wait at the light.
Yeah.
Apparently that's illegal.
It is, yes.
But I've never got pulled over for it.
That's what I've always thought. If somebody pulls me over, I'll just be like, I was in the gas station. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just lie to the officer. Which is also illegal, but...
What are they going to do?
Exactly. Tell me I'm lying. I'm just a girl.
The other one So when you turn left and it's like 2 lanes of traffic and a turning lane in the middle.
Wait. Okay.
Or like just lanes of traffic. It's so hard to turn left in a busy area.
I hate turning left.
I used to make a right out and then get in the turning lane and turn left into like something on this side and then make a right out of there.
Interesting.
Just to avoid having to go through 2 lanes of traffic.
Yeah.
But now the strategy is you go out, you go past the first 2 lanes, you sit in the turning lane and wait for an opening.
Yeah.
And apparently I think that's illegal too.
To sit in the turning lane?
Yeah.
And wait to merge in?
Yeah.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah, I think
must not be illegal.
If Reese does it.
I feel like everybody does that. I see people do that on the daily.
That's what
I feel like that can't be illegal.
Well, there's a lot of things that are illegal that people do.
Like what?
Like everything ever. Murder. Have you heard of murderers? They kill people.
Today my coworker was telling me about this man who killed his mom, and I was like, "Why are you telling me this?"
Okay.
Anyways.
Well, if we were basing it based on what you do, whether it's legal or illegal, then driving the wrong way on a one-way.
It was one time. It was one time, Ethan.
You guys, I was in the car with this woman.
Yeah.
She pulled out and drove the wrong way down a one-way.
Yeah. I take full accountability. I did, yes. I won't try to tell excuses. I can tell my side of the story, of course. But I'm not going to bore you.
What is your side?
Was that I was driving on a road. Hadn't driven on it recently. Or really ever. I moved here. Hadn't ever driven that way before.
I feel like the location that you've driven matters.
I didn't know that it was a one way. I didn't know that it was a one way.
Say one way,
it was
one way,
dark,
one way.
And I was scared. I was alone.
You were not alone. You had a car full of people.
I pulled out, and I immediately realized, and I turned around in the emergency turnaround, and I said, "Oh, sorry, guys. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Can I tell you the truth?
Yeah.
Can I tell you something? This is kind of really bad. The other day, not the other day, it was like near the beginning of the year. There was one night, and I was really sad. And I was like, I need to drive. I need to leave. I need to go away. So I drove to Lake Michigan. And when I was driving to Lake Michigan, I accidentally, thank God it was really late at night and there was nobody on the road, because I accidentally drove onto the highway in the wrong way. And then I had to turn around. Isn't that terrible? That like snapped me back into things, right? Because I was like losing my fucking mind, and I was like, I need to drive to the lake and I need to run away. I can't do this anymore. And then I drove the wrong way on the highway, and I was like, who am I? What am I doing right now? I just drove the wrong way on the highway. I need to get my ass back to Allendale and go to fucking bed. And that's what I did. And I woke up the next morning like nothing happened. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Thank God I didn't die. Anyways.
Well.
You ever done anything crazy on the road?
Can't say I have. I'm trying to think of like the craziest thing I've done. I hit a mailbox on the opposite side of the road.
That's the craziest thing you've done?
And it was around this time of year. There's a little bit of snow on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening to Where Are You Christmas from The Grinch.
Makes sense.
And so now it's banned in my car from now on because I hit that mailbox so hard.
Really? Did it fly?
It did.
Did it really?
Yes.
Damn.
It snapped off its post.
Mm-hmm.
There's like an opening in the ground, and it flew so far.
Did you buy them a new mailbox?
Yeah. Well, I had to go to school, so my dad went and because this was
same day he bought him a new mailbox.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because I was going to school, I was like, "Hey, I hit a mailbox and I'm missing my side mirror now, but I got to go to school." So I went to school, and my dad, I think he just gave him money. He went and knocked on the door and said, "Hey, sorry, I hit your mailbox. Here's
He took responsibility?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, because if he would have said that I hit it, then I would have lost my driving thing because I had just gotten my license, and you're not supposed to be in an accident for the first 3 months.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that makes sense.
And
whoa.
So we gave him $80, and it was like, mailbox, and they got a new mailbox.
He was like, mailbox? That's what he said?
It was way nicer than their old one because their old one was one of the plastic ones.
Mm-hmm.
They got a new mailbox. It was metal, and they put 5 reflectors on both sides of it.
Oh. So there were 10 in total?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of reflectors.
Have you ever hit it since?
The same one?
Yeah.
No.
A different one?
No. But I've also hit a lot of deer.
A lot? How many?
Well, a lot for how long I've had my license. I hit one with my car. And what was I listening to? I think I was listening to Wildest Dreams by Taylor Swift.
I've heard it.
I was checking my hair in the rearview mirror, and I hit a deer. The second time...
Do you think you wouldn't have hit the deer if you weren't checking your hair?
No, because it kind of just sprinted out right as I was driving past. Maybe if I would have happened to see it on the side, but...
Yeah.
And then the second one was really late at night. I was going, well, not really late, but it was dark out. And I was going to a basketball game. And I asked my sister if I could take her car because I was low on gas.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, sure. So I take her car. And I'm driving to this basketball game. And then I hit a fucking deer. And both times I've hit deer, they've survived because both cars I've been driving are really small cars. And I almost stopped in time both times.
But you didn't.
So I didn't hit them very hard. I hit them hard enough for them to fuck up my car.
Oh, but not enough to kill them.
Yeah.
So you're saying you wish you did kill them because they fucked up your car?
Yeah. Those bitches flew.
Well, they probably died shortly after.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I wish they, I would have hit them hard so they just,
Oh.
Instead of having to watch them limp away.
Yeah, recently I saw a deer get hit by a semi and it flew so fucking far.
I went to check on it.
Do you remember that? He was actually with me, you guys. And
I went to check on it. It was still breathing.
And it was really sad, I know.
I had a squirrel on my way back from Thanksgiving.
Yeah, tell me about that.
I turned around to check on it.
You turned around your car?
Yes. You guys, I was listening to Me by Taylor Swift.
You didn't tell me that!
Did you not watch the video of me being upset by it?
Whoa. No, because I was already in the car.
Oh. So
sorry.
The video is me saying, I hit a motherfucking squirrel. And it goes, I promise that you'll never find another like me.
Whoa.
And I was like, this is the most terrible thing ever that happened. And Reese is going to eat this shit up because it's fucking me playing as I hit a squirrel.
No, I didn't watch it with sound. I'm sorry. I should have.
Me was playing.
Motherfucker. I can't believe it.
Me to show you?
Yeah. This is so sad. The one time I listened with no sound. I love me. Whoa, you can see my whole ankle, you guys. That's really disgusting. Don't look. Anyways. I've never hit an animal with my car. Do you okay, if there's already roadkill on the road, will you go out of your way to run over it or go out of your way to go around it?
I'll go out of my way to go around it.
Yeah, my mom had a friend growing up that would purposefully try to run it over because she liked the feeling of running over dead animals. I was like, Mom, something ain't right with your friend.
In jail now?
No, she's a little crazy. But anyways,
I'm trying to find the video. Oh, here it is.
Did it help that the song was playing?
No, it made it worse because I'm like, this is so fucking stupid. Because I was listening to Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I was listening to the album Lover.
I love Lover.
And I was like, well, I like Lover until fucking Me comes on.
I was gonna ask you, continue, sorry.
And then I'm driving down the road, listening to the good songs off of Lover, and of course, Me starts playing when I hit a fucking squirrel.
But it was dead when you turned and
I
looked?
turned around, did a whole lap. Soon You'll Get Better starts playing. I pull up to the squirrel. Listen,
He
a
wasn't
squirrel
getting
is
better.
not surviving a car.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure why you turned around and checked. What were you hoping to find? Oh my God, hoping to find a slightly injured squirrel and then you could nurse it back to health and have a pet.
Exactly.
I feel you.
But he was not slightly injured. That man was fucked up.
Was he alive?
No.
So he was dead.
Dead.
Were you sad at all? Did you feel remorse? You killed somebody on the way home.
I did. And I felt so bad because I had it. The last time I had hit an animal on the road, I hit a rabbit like my junior year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I need to be more careful. I don't want to hit any more small animals on the road ever again.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I would, over the summer when there's a lot of turtles, I'd park on the side of the road and like get out and walk them whatever way they were facing. I'd walk them the rest of the way through the road so they didn't get hit.
So kind.
But then I hit a squirrel, so I broke my streak.
It's okay. People make mistakes.
So yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Isn't very fun for me.
Do you like driving?
No, I hate driving.
Why?
I like to sit in the passenger seat because I like to be able to, one, control the music.
Mm-hmm.
And two, because I can't do how other people can like flip through songs and look through songs while they're driving. I have to do one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd just rather sit on my phone in the passenger seat than drive.
Yeah. I like driving.
Of course you do.
Why?
I don't know. It just seems like something you'd like. What about driving do you like?
Well, what if I didn't like driving? Who would drive you places?
Probably you, because you'd probably still do it even if you didn't like it. What?
That was crazy of you to say.
Why?
Anyways, I just really like to drive. I don't know. When I was in high school and I was sad, I would drive around and I would listen to music.
I would too.
And you didn't enjoy it?
I did. I don't like driving when there's other people on the road.
So all the time? Oh, but I guess that's different because you grew up somewhere where there probably weren't a lot of people on the road ever.
If I drove around at nighttime, I saw maybe 2 cars.
That's crazy. You drive around at night in my part of town, there's a lot of people on the road still. There's always people driving.
Yeah, I also don't like driving in the snow.
Neither do I. I was very nervous over the weekend because I had to drive in the snow.
Having to scrape snow off your car every morning is the worst thing ever. I need to move somewhere warmer because I hate it so much. Or just get a garage, but
that's a crazy thought.
I just hate the snow. Hate everything about it. I wish that it didn't exist.
Why don't you leave?
I can't.
Why?
I'm currently enrolled in Grand Valley State University.
Why don't you leave next semester?
I can't.
Why?
Because I have a lease.
Oh.
I have 2 leases, actually.
Damn, you're stuck here.
Yeah.
You're so tied down.
You are too, so I don't know why you're saying it like that.
Because I'm not trying to get out yet.
Oh. Well, back to driving.
Yeah. You're the one who went off on a fucking tangent about snow.
Driver's training. How did you feel about driver's training? What was your experience like?
Excuse me. I wasn't terribly for or against it. I was indifferent, I'd say. I don't know. I did it with some of my close friends at the time, and we just kind of fucked around, and it was fun. And I didn't learn anything really. It was like I figured out what the signs meant and like all the weird random facts that were like, most residential areas are between 25 and 35 miles per hour, like random shit like that. And watched a lot of documentaries about people getting hit by trains, but like nothing worthwhile, I would say. But I passed.
For your actual driving portion of it, you had to have a partner, right?
Yes.
Who was your partner?
One of my dear friends.
Are they still your dear friend?
No.
Is there a name or?
No.
Okay.
No name.
My partner was Caitlin. And Caitlin and I weren't the best of friends, but it was like, we need partners to drive with. I don't want to be stuck with some rando.
Mm-hmm.
So we paired up, and we were both not very good. And I remember when we started with parking because she didn't let us drive till you knew how to park.
Mm-hmm.
And I hit the cones every time. And my instructor made us get out of the car and pick him up when we knocked him over.
Mm-hmm.
And I could never get it right.
It's kind of rude of them.
And it was like, funny, though. It was also right around Christmas time. And
really? You did it during the winter?
Yeah, right around basketball season. So, like, senior basketball players are walking to their cars after basketball practice, and they see me having to pick up these cones so many times because I couldn't stop hitting them.
Damn.
And I had one of them in class, and he made fun of me so hard because we had like an hour session each. Like, each person got an hour to drive, and I could not get in the parking spot for an hour.
For an hour?
Yeah.
What, like backing in or pulling in or what?
Pulling in.
How couldn't you get in?
I don't know. But then the second there was other cars around me, I was like, yeah, fine.
That's fair. I know what you mean. It's easier, I feel like, when there's actual cars than just cones.
Yeah. But now I think I'm decent at parking. There's a lot of people that are really bad at parking.
I agree. I wouldn't say I'm that bad. Also, if I really try, I can be good. But like, when I'm just parking outside my apartment, as long as I'm in the lines, I'm not reparking. If I'm a little bit slanted, doesn't matter to me. How was your actual driving instructor? Was it the same man the whole time or a woman?
It was a woman, and she was very scary.
Why was her name?
Because her name was, oh God, what was her name? Maybe Gwen?
Okay.
She was really funny, but like, we got along well in class, but when it came to actual driving, she was very like,
Mm-hmm.
And so when I would drive, I was a little bit slow.
Okay.
When I went on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, okay, you need to speed up. Speed up.
You didn't want to?
And I was stressing out so hard because I'm like, I'm trying to speed up.
Really? My man, he was crazy. His name was Mr. Zyke, and he would get mad because I was too fast, and he would always be like, you're such a speed demon, you need to slow down. And he was the craziest man I've ever met in my entire life. We met at the Burger Whopper, not Burger King. We met at the Burger Whopper. And one time, he was really late. It was like a morning drive, right? Like, and I also did it in the summer, which I can't imagine doing it in the winter. And he was really late, whatever. So I sat there in my parents' car. He finally shows up to the Burger Whopper in his pajamas, no shoes on. And he's apologizing profusely, like, I'm so sorry. I was playing my guitar in the basement. My wife never came down and got me to come to class. I'm like, okay, it's fine, whatever. So this man has me drive him to his home. So Mr. Zyke, I know where you live still. Drive him to his home so he could change, put on real shoes and clothes. Isn't that crazy?
That is.
And like every single drive, he'd be like, I need to get a coffee and take a piss. So I always had to take him to McDonald's every single drive. And it'd be like, babe, why couldn't you do this before?
Instructor did that
like,
too.
Be so real.
And luckily, I got out of it every time because
really?
My first year of driving, I had such a fear of driving through a drive-thru.
Really?
And so every time, like one time I wanted to go to McDonald's and I wanted to go through the drive-thru.
Uh-huh.
So I had my friend come.
Oh! Today, I'm here to tell you what you need to do if you have a shitty life and you want it to be exponentially better. You know what you need to do? you need to get the fuck out of your fucking bed and buy an Owala bottle. A water bottle. Can I tell you guys, Ethan, have I told you how amazing this bottle is?
You have several times.
Let me break it down for you.
Okay.
So first, fucking this one is like 32 ounces. So much water. I drink a lot of water, so let me tell you something. I drink like 6 of these a day, and I'm shaking off the fucking walls. But let me tell you. You go, thank you. Thanks. Hey, you're so good at backing me up. Thank you. So let me tell you this. But first, can I get closer? Am I allowed to get closer?
Of course.
Good. Thank you. Guys. Whoa. You guys have never seen me this close. Don't I look beautiful? Look at my bangs. Anyways, you fucking go like this, and you can swing it around like a sexy little purse. Then
it's your clutch.
It's my fucking clutch.
Yeah.
Hit the button. Oh my god! Oh,
how does it do that? Does it always do? Okay.
I don't even have to fucking tip it back, because guess what? There's a straw. Not only is there a straw, there's also, my mic's the wrong way, there's a fucking spout. So if I want, I can tip it back, but need not be. Ethan, take a sip for me. How was it?
Now, Reese and I have a couple classes together.
Oh my god.
She always lets me have her water. And let me tell you something. She puts ice in this once a day.
Once a day, guys.
And it stays in there for the rest of the day.
Rest of the fucking day.
She refills this thing like 3 times. That water stays in there the whole
fucking
time.
Cold. Best water bottle you'll ever have. So now, you're probably thinking to yourself, how am I going to get my hands on one of these? So you know what you're going to do? You're going to go to owala.com. That's OWALA.com. And you're going to add the fucking water bottle to your cart. And then guess what you're going to do once it's in your cart?
Can I tell him?
You can tell him, Ethan.
You are going to type in promo code Clarice.
What was that? Clarice? My formal fucking government name?
Clarice. Clarice. And you will get 20% off.
20% off!
20% off!
20% off of a water bottle that will change your life. Do you hear me? Thank you.
This is our first official sponsor on this show.
So thank you, Owala. We appreciate it.
We love it so much. You guys, please support, because we are both broke as a 90-year-old falling down 2 flights of stairs. So please go support them. They're amazing. And is this your personal favorite color?
Personal favorite color out of every color that's ever been there.
They have a new one called the Creamsicle. Yeah. I think I need to get that one. And you know what I'm going to do to get it?
What?
I'm going to go to the website. What's it called?
Fucking Owala. That's OWALA.com.
And I'm going to type in what?
CLARICE into the promo code section.
And what am I going to get if I do that?
You're going to get 20% off.
20% off?
20% off. What the fuck is right,
this
brother?
This is the best deal ever, probably.
I think this is the best day of my life.
This is the best day of my life.
Thank you. Glad we're in agreement.
Anyway.
Make it the best day of yours. Go to owala.com. Dad, I know you're not watching, but happy birthday. And we're back. And my friend here was telling a story about how he was too scared to be at the drive-thru at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah. So I called my friend and meet them in the drive-thru. They let me sit in the passenger seat, then they drive through the drive-thru.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And one time I picked someone up just so we could get there and have them drive me through the drive-thru.
Are you okay now doing it, or does it still scare you? Today at work, I had a woman who was so far away from the drive-thru window that she put her car in park and got out and came up and stood at the window. Isn't that crazy? I was like, you can re-pull around. No, she swung her door open.
When I was working there one day, an older woman hit the fucking pole, and then as I'm opening the window, she goes like, "I didn't hit it, Jim," yelling at her husband. And I look out, I'm like, you definitely did hit it. Like, there's a dent.
Did you say it? Oh. If I ever work with you ever again, will you show it to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, then I had to go tell our manager.
What'd you say?
She was like, now I gotta go look at it.
Goddamn.
Yeah, she hit the pole.
That's wild. So driving. What's the farthest you've ever driven?
to Florida.
How was it? How was your drive?
Really good. Really? Except I kept getting yelled at because I was driving too long.
Do not disturb must have come off. Grace laughed at an image. Grace.
So yeah, I kept getting yelled at.
Did you?
Because I drove too long.
I was going to pee my pants all over the floor.
Are you going to do that this year?
Do what?
Yell at me for driving too long?
I'll yell at you to pull over the... I'll ask politely many times for you to pull over the car so I can pee, so I don't pee my pants.
It wasn't even that long.
It was like 6 hours, Ethan.
No, it was. It was 4.
4? That is the longest I've ever held my piss. You know me. Do you know me? If you know me, you know how long that is and how hard that is for me. I've been at your home for like maybe an hour and I'm about to pee all over your chair. I won't though. Anyways, this year, where are we going for spring break?
I was going to ask you that because I feel like we need to figure it out soon.
Right now? But that's what I was thinking. But then I was like, also, last year, we didn't figure it out until second semester.
Yeah,
and also, last year, I got yelled at for planning too much. So...
Well, we need to know where we're going.
Okay.
We need a location.
Okay.
And because I need to know how much money I need.
Okay. Can I have a budget?
No.
Okay. Anyways, we'll figure this out at a later date.
Not
while we're driving on the podcast. Guys, if you're listening, send me a text at 248-925-8120. Tell me where we should go for spring break. Please. Thank you. I'm like a DJ. You know when you listen to and they're like, give us a call at... You know what I'm talking about? What is Mojo in the Morning's phone number? I don't know, and it doesn't matter. It's like, send blah, 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 to blah, blah, blah. And did you ever participate in phone giveaways?
No.
Oh. Did you ever listen to the radio as a child?
What?
Nothing. When you, growing up and your parents were driving, did you have a designated seat? Was it okay, I sit on the left, my brother in the middle, and my sister on the right? Or no? Did you guys have assigned seats in the car?
I guess so. Sometimes. I always sat on the right because I can only hear out of my left ear. So
that's a total bummer.
To be on the left side of me.
Did you guys know my co-host is half deaf?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
He's disabled.
Disabled.
Huh?
He is disabled.
I said he's disabled. He can't hear. But hey, I can't hear in my ear either. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I had an ex-friend put sand in my ear because I put sand in his belly button at the beach and it made him very mad. And he tackled me to the ground and poured so much sand in my ear.
You're lying.
How am I lying?
Because you're.
Well, I'm sorry. How do you know what happened?
You're
Are you coming out and telling the people that you were the friend?
You're leaving details out to intentionally mislead them.
No, I put sand in your belly button.
No, you're not including the part where I told you before you put sand in my belly button. If you put sand in my belly button, I was going to hold you down and put sand in your face. Didn't I?
You did.
Didn't I?
Well, you didn't. No, you didn't say sand in my face. You were like, I'll fucking tackle you into the ground. I'll make you pay. And I was like, he can't make me pay that much. I don't trust him. But I did pay. And it has been about 4 months and I still cannot hear it of my ear.
Also,
yeah,
you're still leaving a part out.
That the sand wouldn't have gotten in my ear if I wasn't wiggling around so much.
I was trying to put it in her mouth.
Okay.
And she kept going.
But...
And so when there's someone squirming around underneath and you already got the sand in your hand, I just dropped it and it just happened to land in your ear.
All of it in my ear. Anyways, this is not about driving. What's your favorite part about your car?
My favorite part?
Yes.
Honestly, none of it.
You hate your car?
I don't hate it.
What's your ideal car?
I want a pink Mini Cooper.
I have a friend who's a pink Mini Cooper.
That is my ideal car.
Why?
I don't know. I just think it'd be good.
That's legit.
A good thing to have. Also, I don't like driving that much, so it wouldn't get much use.
So how do you... Oh. Can I ask the question and then answer it?
Mm-hmm.
My question was going to be, how do you intend to get around when you're older? Will you be getting married and making your spouse drive you everywhere? Yes. I'm so intelligent.
That's been my plan since I've gotten my license, actually.
Really? So why'd you even bother getting a license?
Because right now,
oh, you're not married.
You're answering all your questions. You know what? Put it there.
Ah! Thank you.
You were so
I was thinking the other day. Just today?
Yeah.
You're so polite and kind and loving.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking about how I forgot to tell you the other day. We had a classmate do a presentation, and she was talking about how not Leonardo DiCaprio, not Leonardo da Vinci, fucking Van Gogh maybe, he fell into a depressive episode when he was 16 because he proposed to somebody and they said no. And I thought, this is so Ethan. This is so Ethan core. Ethan would propose to somebody and they would say no. Would you kill yourself if you proposed to somebody and they said no? Well, you wouldn't be proposing ever, would you?
I don't think so.
How does that make you feel? You never want to get down on one knee?
No.
Why?
Because people need to prove to me first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I do most of the proving in every other aspect of everything. And all you got to do is ask me to marry you. Then you can do that. Do that one thing just to prove to me that you want to marry me. Because if I propose to somebody, and even if they said yes, I would think for the rest of my life, did they just say yes because they were going to feel bad saying no?
That's how I feel about everybody. And apparently when I feel that way, it's not okay. But I know what you mean, and I'm sorry. I hope somebody proposes to you and they mean it. Would you, if somebody proposed to you, would you ever say no?
No. I don't think I could ever say no ever.
This is good to know.
Please don't propose to me.
So.
But I've also talked to certain individuals about it. And they know that when I'm proposed to, I want it to be the most extreme, like backflips off of a fucking elephant.
I can't do backflips.
So I guess you can't propose to me.
Well, you said you wouldn't say no to anybody. Also, never mind. This isn't about driving. But also, we need to have an episode about marriage.
Do we?
We do. I've got a lot to say. Do you not?
I guess I could have a lot to say. Yeah.
I think that what we need to do is I think, and if you don't do it with me, I'll find somebody else to do it with me. We need to take our boss's advice. When we interviewed at our current job, she recommended that we go to a fancy restaurant and one of us propose to the other one and then they'll give us free champagne. And I think that I still need to do that.
We're also not 21 though, so I don't think they'd give us free alcohol wherever we go.
Oh. Free dessert at least. Free soup maybe.
Free soup.
People fuck up a proposal. Have you ever seen anybody get proposed to?
I don't think so.
For the first time ever, I did the other day. I drove my car there.
Why?
Because it was at the cider mill.
Okay.
Anyway.
What does this have to do with anything?
It doesn't. So, if you could drive anywhere in the world, where would you drive?
Honestly, Australia.
That's what I was thinking. Why?
Because that'd be crazy to drive across the water.
That would be fucking wild. Have you
like, how did you drive there?
Have you ever driven across the Mackinac Bridge?
No.
Why? You ever been to Mackinac Island?
Yeah.
Ferry? Or did somebody else drive?
Somebody else.
Or the bus?
The bus?
Somebody else drove?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind that. Are you scared of drawbridges?
I've never been on a drawbridge ever in my life.
Do you wish to be?
I don't really care.
Do you have a strong opinion about bridges?
No.
Okay. Do you have a strong opinion about anything?
So you really hate men. Go watch our previous episode.
About men. I don't think I said
Also,
enough.
wait, let me say something about that. Because Cameron came on our podcast. And although I love Cameron very much, and she's very dear to my heart, I don't think she hates men. I think because I saw her Spotify Wrapped, and there were too many men on there. And I was like, this is interesting.
Who was on it?
I remember Tyler, the Creator, was number 3. I can't remember who else was on there. Gosh. The Weeknd was number 1. And there was like 1 or 2 other men. And I was like, I don't think she hates men.
Really? How does that make you feel?
Throw that out there.
Does that upset you?
No. I don't really care.
Do you think that you hate men more than me?
More than you? I feel like I more outwardly hate them. I think you hate them from deep within.
You don't hate them from deep within?
To be honest, I don't think I have hate in my heart like you do.
Now, we all know that that's a lie.
Why?
Because
I'm a very forgiving and understanding individual.
And you think I'm not?
I don't know. Not to strangers, you're not.
Like who?
Strangers? But you are asking me to name a stranger?
Yeah, when have I been unforgiving to a stranger?
Well, you'll be like, and I'll be like, you know? You know what I mean? Like, if you saw a homeless guy, I bet you'd kick him. If I saw a homeless guy, I'd be like,
no.
I'll give you something.
You don't know
me. I don't know about that.
About you knowing me or about what I would do to a homeless person?
Would you hit a person with a car?
Do they deserve to be hit?
Just a person.
No. Would you?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, could you get away with it is the question. And if yes, then yes.
I wouldn't, because it'd probably hurt my car. And my car is already fucking busted because Kennedy hit my car. But Kennedy, I forgive you.
I need one of those little shield things that they put on the trucks, like those bars that go out in front of the truck. Then I'll hit a person.
Why? Oh, so it won't hurt your car?
Yeah.
You're so thoughtful.
Who would you hit?
I feel like I already gave my answer.
But if you could choose anybody to hit with a car, who would it be?
Probably. I feel like I can't tell you this. I feel like you're tricking me.
What do you mean?
I would hit someone who has already been hit by a car once, and he told me that he didn't care that my dog died.
So you'd fucking
hit him a second time because he already got hit once, and then he was a cunt, and he told me he didn't care if my dog died. My dog did die. She fell off my bed. I'd hit him again with my car.
Okay.
How about you?
I would never pick a specific person to hit with my car. That's evil.
I knew you were tricking me. This is what I meant when I said you were going to trick me.
I'd hit you, to be honest. Not hard. Just hard enough to make you think.
Think about what? Why did you hit me?
You know what would be really funny to hit with a car?
Who?
Grace.
Why?
She'd fly so far. All 4'11" of Grace would fly so far if you hit her with a car. Oh my god.
What?
I can't be saying this.
Why?
Because bad things happen on the podcast.
They do. Ethan's gonna hit me with his car. Guys.
Grace, I take back what I just said. Grace, I don't want Grace to be hit by a car. It would not be funny.
We're gonna get a call from Meyer in like 10 minutes. We found your friend Grace Holmes dead on the floor.
I need to be more careful with my words. Did we say last episode that we keep manifesting things?
Yeah, we say like every episode we tell them. Guys, shit keeps happening. It's crazy. Let me think. What was our last? Thanksgiving. Nobody said anything super controversial at my Thanksgiving. I was told I wasn't allowed to talk about Taylor Swift because it's more controversial in politics. That's the most controversial thing that happened.
What happened in mine? Nothing real crazy happened.
That's good.
My sister ripped ass and then said, I'm going to head out.
Did she head out?
Yeah.
Was it smelly?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Why would she do that?
I don't know.
That's something you would do, though.
No. I don't fart.
You're a lady.
Sorry. I have a pimple that was popping.
I could tell, but I didn't know what you were doing. I just saw you going.
I got it. Don't worry, guys.
I was worried.
Why the sigh?
Because I have to piss, and I still have 13 minutes to talk, and I'm out of words. Because I talked so much all day today.
If you were driving and then you weren't, why?
Probably fell off the road.
Okay.
You?
Parked. Got out.
Where'd you go?
Barnes and Noble.
I love Barnes and Noble. So I have a lot of gift cards there. Picture this. Picture this.
Whoa.
Guys, I have wanted to have a gas station episode this entire time, and my co-host will not let us talk about the gas station. So talking about driving today, what's your favorite gas station? Today is my day. Let's talk about this.
Well.
Yeah.
I never said we couldn't have a gas station episode.
He just bitches and motherfucking moans. He's like, who put gas stations on the wheel? What the fuck?
Oh my god, this woman.
So what's your favorite gas station?
I don't have a favorite gas station. See, this is why we can't have a gas station episode.
Because he's so indifferent about everything ever. Guys, I love Speedway. I fucking love Speedway. Okay, next question. Picture this. You're going on a road trip. You pull up to your gas station of choice. Tell me your bev, your salty snack, and your sweet snack that you choose from the gas station.
My bev.
And what gas station you go to.
I have 2 choices for my bev.
Tell me about them.
Either Orange Crush or 2/3 Dr. Pepper and 1/3 root beer.
Yummalish. Salty snack?
Salty snack. Probably the little cheese combos.
Yum.
Salt on the top of them.
Sweet.
I don't really like sweet things for road trips, to be honest.
Like, candy?
Maybe a donut. A Krispy Kreme.
What
donut.
Flavor?
Strawberry.
Yum. Those are my brother's favorite.
So I've been told.
By who?
By you.
Can I tell you mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Drink. Controversial. But if I'm driving, I need to be excited. So I'm going to get a peach nectarine Red Bull. For my salty snack, I'll be getting... I don't know. I'll start with my sweet. My sweet snack is going to be the Haribo peach rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Those are so good. You like those? Maybe I'm just a peach girl. Peach drink. Peach sweet treat. And then my savory... I would probably also say the cheese combos. An ungodly amount of those on spring break.
On spring break,
like the most fucking combos I've ever had in my entire life. Yeah, and it was like, yeah. You also ate a lot of combos.
I had
so many. I don't think I could ever eat another combo again. Because when you eat too much of one thing, then it's like,
oh, not combos. Speaking of which, you still got that pumpkin pie?
Yeah. Why?
What are you doing tonight?
My friend asked me to get dinner with him.
Oh, me. It's like, ooh. You want to watch Harry Potter tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah.
This changes literally.
I have so much time. I have nothing else to do. Oh.
I have to call my dad and wish him happy birthday.
I also have something to do, actually, now that I think about it.
What do you have to do?
I have to finish watching a podcast I was watching.
What podcast? How long's it going to take you?
Like an hour and a half.
Okay. So how about this?
And then we have to go eat. So
So how about this? I go home, call my dad, wish him happy birthday. You finish your podcast. We reconvene at 9 p.m., get dinner, eat so freaking quick. Or we can get our stuff, come back here, watch Harry Potter. How's that sound? Or is that too late for you?
I'm going to have to think about this.
Once again, I'm glad we're making our plans on the podcast.
I'm going to have to think about this proposition now.
Okay.
Because I wasn't thinking ahead. And I apologize.
Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay.
I'll have to think on it. Yeah. What's your favorite sign? Sign.
Like anything but Scorpio.
Not that.
I know. I would say I hate yield signs. Fuck you. Fuck you.
So,
but you said favorite.
We're trying to be positive here.
I know.
I know you bring the devil out in everybody.
You're the one wearing red.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But I'm also kind.
Who told you that?
Somebody today told me I had a really big heart.
Who?
What the fuck? And he said that he really likes that about me. And he's like, because I like when people are good people. I can tell that you're a good person. That's the first time anybody has told me I was a good person.
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
Really?
About what part? I feel like I said a lot.
About, okay. Well, there's too much to unpack.
And really, doesn't really.
Does this person know you well?
I'd say so.
Do you believe them?
That they think I'm a good person?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I've called you a good person, just to put it out there.
Have you?
I have.
I don't think you have.
It's in written proof. I told you in your birthday letter that you're a good person.
Huh. Not to my face, you didn't.
Sorry.
Is it because you're scared?
No. I think you're a good person.
Do you really?
I
Why
do.
You call me the devil? And you think I'm out to get you? How can I be out to get you if I'm a good person?
Because good people can do bad things. And I thought about this more. I actually thought about this all today. And I thought, hey, that's not normal to think that your friends are out to get you. It's not necessarily that you're out to get me. It's just that you... Let me word this carefully. You could possibly at some point turn against me. You get what I mean?
Okay. But also, when I'm telling you something and you're like, are you sure you're not out to get me?
Yeah. Are you sure you're not out to get me?
Mm-hmm. And I always tell you, if I was, I wouldn't tell you I was.
Exactly. I don't think it's a bad thing to be cautious. You never had anybody out to get you? That's also what I was thinking about today. Because I was like, maybe my friends have never had anybody out to get them. Because let me tell you something. Everybody in my entire high school career was out to get me, in fact.
Actually,
openly out to get me.
In our deleted episode, I talked about how many people were out to get me.
Yeah, so that didn't scar you at all? And no, you don't think that everybody's out to get you? How'd you get over that hump? Asking for my friend.
To be honest with you, I just try to assume good intentions in people until they prove me wrong.
So do I.
Then why do you think everyone's out to get you?
Not everybody. Only some people.
Who isn't?
Some people.
Like?
Select individuals.
Can you name one?
No, not for you.
Can you think of one?
Because you might be out to get me and you might use these people against me. Just kidding. People who aren't out to get me. Allegedly you.
This is what I mean.
But you might be. Okay, here's the thing, guys.
Is there anyone you genuinely trust 100%?
Wholeheartedly?
Yes.
What do you mean by trust?
Like, you're willing to tell them anything and you don't think they're out to get you in the slightest.
Oh, what do you mean? Like, I can tell them anything and they won't use it against me?
Yes.
Oh. Probably not.
Okay.
But you don't think there's a slight chance that anybody could turn on you?
Anybody?
Yeah.
Probably somebody.
Yeah.
But not everybody.
Well, I trust people, but I'm cautious. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, to be cautious. You think it is?
I feel like it's gone beyond caution.
How?
Because you told me last night, you told Grace and I last night that you think everybody is out to get you in some way.
Not everybody.
Well, that's what you said.
That's not what I meant.
Well,
when I say everybody, I mean the people who
know you.
Who know me, yes.
Okay, so that...
Well, not everybody. No. I would say the people that I'm closest with.
Okay, so the
people who know me deeply.
You asked Grace and I.
Yes.
What? You don't ever think your parents are out to get you and your closest friends? And we both said no. Why would we be friends with people who we thought were out to get us? And you went, oh.
Well, it makes sense because I'm not out to get you. So obviously you wouldn't think I was out to get you. But I don't know about you. You know what I mean?
So, okay.
Do you understand?
No.
Why don't you understand?
Because it makes not a lot of sense, to be honest.
So what you want me to do about that? Grace Holmes is here. Anyways.
Grace, you didn't get hit by a car, did you?
No, not today, no. Why?
Okay, good.
Have you in the past?
Why are you asking?
Just wondering.
I like your hat.
Thanks. So
Damn.
Would you say that thinking everybody's out to get you is maybe driving you crazy?
I definitely would.
Get what I did there?
Because you're so punny. Do you get it?
That's all for today. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.
We love you.